The champagne flutes clinked against the silver tray as I weaved through the crowd. My black uniform blended into the shadows between glittering gowns and tailored tuxedos. The Harrington Annual Charity Gala was in full swing. The grand ballroom of the Belmont Hotel had transformed into a sea of wealth and influence I could only dream of. Crystal chandeliers cast golden light across marble floors, and the air was thick with expensive perfume and privilege. "Excuse me," I murmured, but no one moved. I was invisible, just another server, part of the machinery keeping their evening flawless. My feet throbbed in the mandatory black heels. This was my 6th straight hour standing. But I needed the job. The final hospital notice waiting in my apartment wouldn't pay itself. "Champagne, sir?" I offered the last flute to a portly man who snatched it without a glance. His diamond cufflinks likely cost more than 6 months of my rent. "That's the last of them, Eliza," said Marco, another server passing with empty plates. "Mrs. Winters wants the VIP section checked. They're low on special reserve." I nodded, hiding a sigh. The VIP area was a raised platform at the far end, cordoned by velvet ropes and guarded by men whose suits barely concealed their holsters. I'd avoided it all night. "On it," I replied, tucking an escaped strand of brown hair back into my tight bun. Heading to the service bar, my eyes drifted to the glass doors leading to the balcony. 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes of air that didn't reek of judgment. Mrs. Winters was busy with the hotel manager. Other servers were prepping dinner. No one would notice. The cool night air felt like salvation. The city sprawled below in a tapestry of lights. I closed my eyes, breathing deeply, shoulders easing. "Shouldn't you be working?" The deep, accented voice startled me. I spun, nearly stumbling. He stood in shadow, cigarette ember glowing. Tall, broad-shouldered, impeccably suited, different from the usual guests. "Dangerous." "I'm sorry, sir. I was just taking a moment to breathe," he finished gently. "Don't apologize for being human." He stepped into the light. Late 30s, olive skin, dark hair swept back, face like a Renaissance masterpiece, strong jaw, straight nose, eyes that absorbed light. A thin scar ran from temple to mouth corner. I knew him instantly. Adriano Costello. Whispers followed him. Businessman with interests far beyond legitimate. "I should get back," I whispered. He nodded, extinguishing his cigarette precisely. "Of course." His gaze assessed me. "Your name?" Everything screamed run, but refusal felt impossible.
"Eliza."
"Eliza Brennan. Eliza." He tasted it, memorizing. "Don't let me keep you." Heart pounding, I slipped inside. The encounter left me unsettled. I filled a tray with special reserve, more per bottle than my weekly wage. The VIP section awaited. At the center table sat Adriano. Flanked by armed men, I approached cautiously, smile brittle. Eyes down, I served. "Miss Brennan." His voice froze me. He remembered, "Sir. You missed a spot." He touched his own mouth corner, mortified. I wiped away smudged lipstick. "Thank you." A ghost smile flickered. Turning to leave, disaster struck. My heel caught in carpet. I stumbled, flutes tilted. One tipped, spilling champagne onto the lap of the woman beside him. "You stupid girl," she shrieked, leaping up. Crimson gown soaked. "Do you know what this costs?" The room froze. Eyes turned. Mrs. Winters hurried over. "I'm so sorry." I grabbed napkins. "Don't touch me." She slapped my hand. Blonde, cold perfection, diamonds flashing, fury sharp. "You're fired. You'll never work another event here." I stood paralyzed. No job meant no rent, no hospital payments for mom, no survival. "Enough, Vanessa." Adriano's voice sliced through, calm but absolute. Silence fell. "Accidents happen." "Look at my dress," Vanessa protested weakly. "Mr. Reynolds will take you for cleaning. The hotel has facilities." A nod. A guard escorted her. She glared but left. "Mrs. Winters." Adriano continued pleasantly, yet firmly. "Your staff is overworked. Miss Brennan could use a short break." "Of course, Mr. Costello." "Eliza, 15 minutes in the staff room." Instead of fired, a break. I mumbled thanks. Feeling his eyes follow, did I enter the break room? Hands shaking, I splashed water on my face. Vanessa could still ruin me. Humiliation lingered. Returning, expecting punishment, Mrs. Winters intercepted. You're wanted in the East Wing. The private suites. Mr. Costello requests your services personally for the evening.
Ice down my spine.
What services? Serving drinks at his private party. He insisted, triple rate. Triple would cover next week's bill. You don't have to go, she said quietly, but no one refused Adriano Costello. It's fine. I'll go. Suite 512. A guard let me in. The suite dwarfed my apartment. Men in suits scattered. Adriano stood by windows. Miss Brennan. Thank you for joining us. As I approached, every instinct warned me I was walking into something inescapable. The room felt charged with unspoken expectations. You seemed nervous, Adriano observed, his voice low. I'm not sure why I'm here. I admitted, a smile played at his mouth. To serve drinks. My associates prefer whiskey. Relief washed through me. Just drinks. I nodded. Of course. Good. He stepped closer. I caught his scent, sandalwood and something primal. And, perhaps to satisfy my curiosity, I retreated to the bar, preparing drinks to steady my nerves. These weren't just associates, the deference, the tension. These were his subordinates. I circulated with whiskey. Conversations hushed when I approached. Business in Italian, shipments, territories. One younger man, Marco, tracked me closely. His fingers brushed mine. Grazie, Bella. I pulled away, bumping into Adriano. Marco, he said quietly, hand on my shoulder. Miss Brennan is here to serve drinks, not to be harassed. Marco apologized tightly. Adriano's hand lingered before he moved away. The group thinned until only Adriano, Marco, and guards remained. Get us another drink, Bella? Marco called. When I brought it, he patted the sofa. Sit. I perched stiffly. What's a pretty girl like you doing serving drinks? I was at university. Had to drop out. Money. I nodded. I could help, Marco said, sliding closer. Better ways to make money. I should check if Mr. Costello needs anything. His hand clamped my wrist. Don't be rude. No, Marco. Adriano's voice was ice. He hadn't turned from the window. Marco released me. Adriano invited me to the balcony. Beautiful, isn't it? He said of the city view. I've always loved this city, even when it tried to destroy me. Why did you drop out? He asked. My mother got sick. Cancer. He nodded. The American system, so brutal. And your father? Gone since I was 12. Men like him deserve contempt. What were you studying? Nursing. He laughed. Practical. I like that. Do you know who I am? Everyone knows. And what do they say? That you're influential. A diplomatic answer. Most say criminal, monster. I think good and evil aren't simple. Surviving means difficult choices. Surprise flickered in his eyes. Why am I really here? I recognize hunger in you. The fight for every scrap. I have a proposition. Manage my household. Previous assistant departed unfortunately. The chill returned. $15,000 a month, plus medical coverage including your mother's treatments. The figure stunned me. What would I do? Schedule, staff, correspondence. Nothing illegal. Why me? I'm rarely wrong about people. He draped his jacket over my shivering shoulders, gave a card. Think about it. If I say no, you fall behind on bills until she dies in 6 months. How do you? I know things. An urgent call interrupted. I escaped, keeping his jacket. That night, home in my dingy apartment, the phone rang. Dr. Abernathy. Mom's cancer progressed. New treatment. $40,000 for 3 months. 3 months. Without it, I dialed Adriano's number. I accept. I'll send a car tomorrow at 8. Pack for extended stay. Extended stay? Private quarters at my residence. No problem. The next morning, a Bentley took me to Westridge Heights, a mansion fortress. Sophia Costello, his aunt, greeted coldly. Follow me. In his study, Adriano assured Mom's transfer to Blackwell Center, the best. All arranged. Relief overwhelmed me. Thank you. Business arrangement. Duties. Manage household. Learn from Sophia. She disliked me. He insisted on these quarters. Tour. Opulent rooms. Warnings about West Wing. Ground security. Orders to shoot unidentified. Shopping for wardrobe on his account. Dinners with him. Normal conversations. Sophia's warning. He doesn't bring women without purpose. Weeks passed, and I settled into the rhythms of Adriano's mansion. My days began at dawn, reviewing his calendar, coordinating staff, preparing briefings. The work was demanding. Adriano expected precision, but he was fair, acknowledging excellence with a nod that, inexplicably, I began to crave. Sophia oversaw my training with cool efficiency, her dislike evident in every curt instruction. Yet she taught me well. His coffee black with 1 sugar, fresh, unscented flowers in his study, no tolerance for lateness. Evenings often found us dining together. What started as formal meals evolved into deep conversations. Italian poetry, classic literature, philosophy, even music. He listened intently to my opinions, valuing them in a way no one ever had. The ruthless Mafia boss of Whispers seemed distant from the cultured man across the table. He visited Mom at Blackwell without telling me. She mentioned it casually, eyes shining. The best facility, experimental treatments working, miracles funded by my salary. Sophia departed for Italy after handover, leaving a final warning. He offers everything, and it seems like choice. But with men like my nephew, there are only illusions for women like us. Her words lingered, but life felt stable. Secure point 3 months in, everything shifted. Late one evening in his study, I reviewed his Chicago trip schedule when doors burst open. Marco stormed in, face flushed, rapid Italian spilling out, something about Problema and Donovan. Adriano's expression darkened. He switched to English. Eliza, retire for the evening. Business to discuss. I gathered my tablet, but Marco's words halted me. She shouldn't be here anyway. Like the last one who knew too much. Enough. Adriano snapped. Miss Brennan has my complete trust, like Antonio before he talked to the feds. The name struck like lightning. Antonio, my predecessor, the one who departed unfortunately. An informant that I fled to my quarters, heart racing. Betrayal to the FBI. What had happened to him? Eliminated? An hour later, a soft knock. Adriano stood there, grave. May I enter? I stepped aside. He paced, hesitant. You heard something disturbing. Antonio informed on you. He nodded. Yes. What happened to him? He's alive. New identity in Arizona. Relief flooded me, then confusion. You let him go after betrayal? I'm not the monster portrayed. Antonio was young, scared the FBI threatened his family. I understood protecting loved ones. Why tell me this? So you understand who I am. I operate in shadows, yes. I've done unforgivable things. But I have lines. No harming those acting from family loyalty. His vulnerability disarmed me. Why hire me, truly? He moved to the window. I told you, recognized hunger, fight. But more. On that balcony, watching you steal peace amid exhaustion, I felt connection. Possibility of not being alone. Someone seeing the real me. Not myth, not monster, and not fleeing. Warmth stirred dangerously in my chest. I see you, I whispered. And I'm still here. Hope flashed in his eyes. He reached slowly, cupping my cheek. I didn't retreat. Eliza. We kissed, hungry, inevitable. Months of tension igniting, breaking apart, breathless. He rested his forehead against mine. You understand what this means? To be with me fully. I did, accepting the criminal, protector, threat. Entering his world, dangers, loyalties, blood ties. I choose you. All of you. His smile transformed his face, erasing hardness. Then I am yours. La mia regina, my queen. Protected, cherished. In his arms, reservations dissolved. From invisible server to his chosen, I found home. Earlier events foreshadowed this, a charity gala at Blackwell. I accompanied him as guest, in emerald silk gown complementing my eyes on his arm, introduced to elites. Gossip swirled. Everyone assumed mistress. He didn't correct, hand possessive on my back. Vanessa appeared, hostile in red. Your server. Moved up quickly. What special skills? Adriano's arm tightened. Careful, Vanessa. Jealousy shows. She paled when he threatened Marco's position. Her brother, a disturbance. Agitated man arguing entry. Adriano handled discreetly, later admitting gray area business. For your protection, he said in the car, no less. I pressed about previous assistant. He confirmed betrayal, but relocation, not death. Attraction had grown despite dangers. Conversations deepened. He valued my insights. Mom improved dramatically at Blackwell. Drive home from Gala tense. Donovan issue brewing. Competitors, authorities, he admitted. Discretion is survival. Do you regret hiring me?
No.
He brushed hair from my face. I see myself in you. The person I might have been. Touch electric. Shift undeniable. Marco's outburst revealed truth, but Adriano's mercy reassured. That kiss sealed everything. Whatever challenges, rivals, law, his world, we'd face together, from spilled champagne and desperate bargain to this. Dangerous man, tender partner, seen, cherished, life irrevocably altered, but no regret. Mother fighting, future bright, I and his world, as his queen.